Now, as per our sources, bomber Dominic's meticulous plot has been exposed. Planted explosives but ensured in-laws' safety. Dominic's in-laws attended the Ernakulam event. As per sources, Dominic Martin's mother-in-law and sister-in-law had also participated in the prayer meeting yesterday and reportedly given a statement that he planted the bomb away from them. Police are in fact cross-checking the same. This, of course, during the course of the investigations, that he made an effort to ensure that his own family members do not get injured in the IED blast, behind which Dominic Martin was in fact responsible, and that he indeed planned it in such a way that his own relatives do not get injured. He's also put out a video message, as we know, on social media. Shilpa Nair has more details on that story. Shilpa is joining us on the blast spot at, in fact, Ernakulam. Shilpa, in fact, he planned this meticulously. Just to give us a sense of what else are the investigations essentially throwing up, Shilpa?
Well, yes, Neha. In fact, it was yesterday that Dominic Martin surrendered before the Kodagara police station in Thrissur. And since then, he's been thoroughly investigated and interrogated by the police officials. He's been brought to Kalamassery. He's currently at the AR camp in Kalamassery, where top police officials, the special team that has been formed to investigate this case, are interrogating him and grilling him because they want to verify the authenticity of the claims that he's made, because he has taken responsibility for these IED blasts that took place at the Zamra Convention Center yesterday. He, of course, had posted a video on Facebook before the explosions happened, before he surrendered before the police, I beg your pardon. And in that video, he spoke about how he was also a part of the Jehovah's Witnesses group. That is the Christian denomination which was conducting the prayer meeting at this particular hall that you're seeing for the last 3 days. So he was part of that group for a couple of years. However, he stopped engaging with them because he believed that the ideology of this particular group was against the national interest. In fact, in that video also, he speaks about how this group is trying to poison young minds. They are trying to spread ideology that is against a national interest, and someone had to stop them and someone had to correct these mistakes. That is what he said in that particular video. But what we're given to understand at this point in time is that his family members, his relatives, his mother, wife's mother, and another relative is also inside at this prayer meeting. However, the police, of course, is verifying these claims as we speak. They're not, putting out any information before verifying each and every claim. So there could be a detailed press conference by the top brass of the Kerala police today. That is what we're expecting. The official arrest of Dominic has not been registered as yet. Yes, the Kerala police has registered an FIR under sections of UAPA, Explosive Substances Act, etc. But an official arrest of Dominic hasn't been registered as yet. And what you're seeing right now are the visuals from the blast site. You can see how the NSG teams are also inside. The NIA teams are also assisting the local police at this point in time with the investigation. This area has been completely cordoned off. There is no permission for anyone except police officials and the NSG and the NIA to enter these premises. And you can see how, there are so many officials at this point, and all these cars that you see, if I can just request my camera person to pan and show you, there's so many cars that are parked. These are the cars in which the participants of this prayer meeting had come to the hall in the last 3 days. And because of the explosion, there was so much fire and smoke and panic. All of them, of course, rushed out. They did not have time to take out their cars and their belongings. So all of that is now a part of the investigation. Just a short while back, the NSG teams had brought out their sniffer dogs to check all of these cars that are parked. Several of these participants have left back their belongings also inside. So all of that is now part of the investigation. Only after a thorough forensic check will all this be released, will all these articles be released to these participants. So that, of course, is one aspect to it. And as we speak, several top police officials are inside. There is, of course, one group that is interrogating Dominic Martin and one group at the blast site, collecting as much evidence and as much forensic evidence as possible. The CCTV visuals of the last 3 days have also been collected. They are being thoroughly examined. And Dominic, too, what we're given to understand from police sources is that he has also passed on certain key evidences to the police with respect to the blast. Now, what the police wants to understand is whether did Dominic do this attack alone? Was there someone who was helping him? Did he get any kind of assistance? There are, of course, information coming out that Dominic was working in Dubai for the last couple of years. So is there any kind of foreign connection there? Where did he get the money from? All of this is what the police is now trying to piece together. They do not want to put out details before they have all this information with them. That is the reason why he's being thoroughly interrogated at this point. Every time we try to speak to officers here, they say, please wait for some time. We just need to finish this interrogation. So that is the reason why they want to piece everything together. Was this him doing it alone? Was there someone helping him? Did he? How did he know to make these explosive substances? Did he take assistance only from, YouTube and other social media sites? Is that how he learned to make these explosive devices? Was he getting funds from someone? All of this will be thoroughly looked into, and that is the reason why the NI is also assisting the local police in this investigation. So far, there's only an FIR that has been filed, FIR under sections UAPA, Explosive Substances Act, and a few other sections of the IPC. 3 people have lost their lives in this explosion. One, of course, is a 12-year-old girl child. And what we are given to understand from the Kerala Health Minister is that the condition of 4 others are extremely critical. 12 of them are in the ICU, but the rest of them have only suffered minor injuries, and most of them have been discharged from hospitals after treatment. So the condition of 4 others are said to be extremely critical, and they are being given specialized treatment for their burn injuries. So that, of course, is the latest update as far as the investigations are concerned, and also the ground situation is concerned here at Kalamassery.
All right. Shilpa, be with us. I'm just going to come back to you for more details on that story. We have, in fact, more news coming in, and these are sensational probe details of the Kerala blast, where NSG sources are telling us that low-grade explosives were used. Explosives were mixed with petrol. Sources, in fact, say that toy car remote, mobile battery, it was used for IED. Our sources are indicating that the investigation reveals that low-grade explosives were used, and these were then mixed with locally available petrol to burn the place down. Toy car remote, mobile phone, battery circuit, petrol firecracker explosives were used for this IED device. In fact, that is what we are picking up. Jitendra Bahadur has more details on that story. Jitendra, what else are you picking up about the way this man, in fact, was functioning? Was it possible that he was doing all of this alone? Is it possible for somebody to pull this off alone? Okay, Jitendra, we'll just connect with you in a moment from now. I apologize for that poor network with my colleague Jitendra Bahadur, but details as far as the NSG is concerned, and this is what our sources are indicating. The low-grade explosives were used, and they were then mixed with locally available petrol to burn the place down. Toy car remote, mobile phone, battery circuit, petrol, firecracker explosives were used for the IED, is what we are learning as far as the investigations in this blast is concerned. The man on your screens, Dominic Martin, has of course taken responsibility even as the investigations continue in this matter.